I fucking had it with Nancy Pelosi. She has gotta go. Look, you got Shahir Buttar or Shahid. I can't. Eventually, I'll say his name right. Hopefully, Representative Buttar will beat her in an election for the 12th district in California out of San Francisco. But at the very least, get her ass out of the speakership. I'm sick and fucking tired of this person who at every opportunity tells people who actually fight for working class people's rights and their benefits to shut up. In this recent one, she goes, in a closed door meeting, by the way, because this pussy can't tell anybody on camera, do not tweet. Pelosi scolds progressives in closed door meeting. Oh boy, is she lucky I didn't get in this time around. If I was in that meeting, I would have flipped her off. I'd have told her, shut the fuck up. I'll say and do whatever I want. You are as out of touch as they come. You're basically a fucking Republican. You give cover to the goddamn president of the United States, who every one of you in the establishment says is the worst person who's ever lived. And it's a danger to our fucking whatever. Yet you won't do anything to fight him. Ever. You're worthless. Who the fuck? What good are you? You're nothing. Other than a fucking piece of shit mouthpiece for the goddamn donors. They love you, so they'll throw all the money in the world at you. And then you'll go essentially fucking give that money to people as a bribe. Say, look, hey, you're going to do whatever the donors want. Otherwise, you wouldn't get this money. So that's why people like AOC and the other three members, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, or Ayanna Pressley, they don't dial for dollars. So, of course, that's why she doesn't like them. She always is like, oh, God, these people, these whatevers. Always being dismissive of them. Yeah, well, turns out every one of you fucking pieces of shit in the establishment, if we were to throw all your Twitter followers together, combined, they wouldn't be more than AOC's. Combined, they wouldn't be any of them, any of the four. Because you're worthless. You're a fucking dying breed. You need to get the fuck out of the way now. Oh my God. I'm so sick of this piece of shit. So, but there was one thing at the end of this whole deal that was like, oh, you had it. You had it, and then you fucking... And that's AOC. Well, I'm still a big fan of, always, as usual, but she had to go and put the fucking... the racial angle behind it. You're like, God damn it, what are you doing? Who told you to do that? I hope that was an idiot on your team, like that fucking chocker body idiot. I hope he was the one who made this suggestion that you didn't just all of a sudden decide, no, I'm going to say this in public. And what she ended up saying was, well, Nancy Pelosi, something is always dismissive of women of color, and made it into seem like she doesn't like women of color, or she's holding them back or holding them down. You're like, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? You don't make that point. You make the point that she's holding down working class people of all types. Now, all of a sudden, when you point it out that way, you've got the support of well over 80%, possibly 90% of the country. When you start divvying up as, oh, she didn't like women of color, you're like, now you're alienating people. What are you doing? So that was the only thing I didn't like out of this whole thing from AOC and the squad, as they're being called. But ordinarily, everything about this is, goddamn, just your usual absolute bullshit. She's a worthless human being, in my opinion. I fucking hate Nancy Pelosi. She has done nothing but screw over working people her entire career. She needs to get the fuck out. I've had it. And any of you out there, any of you pieces of shit in the mainstream media especially, that keep touting her as somebody worth a shit, any John Delaney's, any assholes on The View, fuck you. You suck too.